Hey y'all, we are back with another dense update. This update is sponsored by Biomax Peptides and Herd Athletics. Here we go. Andrew Hiller put out a review video of the World Fitness Project Tour Stop 1 documentary.
Worn this thing in like 15 years. Justin Medeiros straight up looks like a high schooler.
Yeah, man.
He's got the Letterman's jacket on. He's got the glasses on. He's got the mold. He just literally looks like he's 18. These jackets are so cheese dick.
And you could look at it as one of two ways. You could look at it as he's just being nitpicking, he's being hard on them, or you could truly look at it as constructive criticism.
The Laura Horvath jump scare. Where's she been?
Basically today we're building out the whole rig structure.
Oh, you're not going to show us the entire process, are you? Are you?
Nice. 39 total.
Damn.
Somewhere in the video, they do say they want feedback, and he certainly gives it. I'm going to give you just my straight up thoughts while I was watching this. It made me feel like I was watching the friggin' Blair Witch Project.
I was in a fairly privileged position leading up to tour stop number 1.
Guys, you can't include this clip where you're just sitting here doing this. It's like, unless you've got footage of aliens landing on Earth and it's the only shot that you have from your 1995 Panasonic whatever.
It's so unwatchable.
Apparently, so I guess
Dear World Fitness Project, please give your media team less crack caffeine prior to filming.
I know where are we at.
All right, here we go. Venue, Grand Park Sports Complex.
They said they made a collaborative effort to make this video, and out of all that collaboration and opinions that you got, that's what you came up with? It reminds me of listening to a third grade teacher talk to their students. I'm sorry, Lauren, but that narration has got to go. She says something in there about being an employee for a business.
Coolest thing that I saw, especially as an employee of a business.
What other kind of employee is there? They're showing empty boxes and judges' t-shirts, and no, none of those things anyone cares about it. They have so much filler crap in this thing. Nobody wants to see your media team putting Google Map directions in.
Obey traffic laws, be alert, and use voice commands while driving.
Damn, you hear that, Jackson?
Lauren also says something about storylines getting juicy.
So in terms of athlete storylines, and this is where it gets a little bit juicy, we wanted to know, off the back of the Rogue Invitational,
Literally no juicy storylines. And then she calls the Brute story soft.
then you had the boys, James Sprague, Dallin Pepper, Jason Hopper, you know, all those guys coming together, all the banter online. This is like what I'd call like a soft storyline, but
These people live in La La Land.
They're finally feeling like they're pro athletes, they're excited. The general tone is lighthearted and fun.
Why? Because you made them a freaking Letterman jacket and you gave them money just to show up? This whole pro athlete, professional athlete narrative is so cooked. People want real stories. They want to see the athletes in real, raw form. The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what makes these CrossFitters relatable to their audience and fans, which are primarily CrossFitters.
Is this true? Is this true?
The WFP has no clue what their fan base is. Look at the comments on their video. They are getting blasted. The top comments on the videos, the first one here with 34 likes. For me personally, this is just too far. Too much narration from non-athletes. It's more intriguing to see and hear the athletes. This sort of narration, interrupted by brief bits of Danny Spiegel singing Avril Lavigne, it just so is not it. 20 likes. I'm here because of Hiller. This video is so bad. 26 likes. Compared to the content that CrossFit has put out as of late, this piece of content is really hard to watch. Lauren Smith was given a word count to hit in this and let loose with her yapping. And that's just the first few top comments. For every 5 comments saying how bad it is, you get 1 or 2 saying, oh, this is so positive and great. You gotta know who your audience is, guys. In 10 days, this documentary got somewhere around 16,800 views. In one day, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, one of my updates got 17,400 views. People consuming CrossFit content want real stories, and they want the stories of the athletes. Like I said before, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, you can go look at any other CrossFit documentary type film or any video that Hiller puts out on an athlete in documentary form. You won't be able to even come close to those numbers if you keep putting out shit like this. And a lot of people just went to watch it after the fact because of the video that Hiller put out criticizing it. Thank goodness we do have great content coming out of CrossFit, coming out from the Sevan podcast, from the games, coming out from Coffee Pods and Wads, coming out from the Proven Camp to help tell the stories. If you want to watch Hiller's video, you know where to find that. I mean, I'd recommend you go watch the WFP documentary too, but it's just so bad. Watch it on 1.5, that might help. Lauren Kalil was live on her YouTube channel the other day, and I asked her how she felt about Clydesdale Media's Scott Schweitzer basically calling her out and saying, hey, in the past, you've been really mean to the females on my media team. You've been a bit of a bully. And she addresses it.
I mean, I messaged Scott directly about that just to gain some clarity and ask him about it. And him and I had a conversation back and forth, and I'm never going to accuse somebody of like lying because their experience is their experience. I know the things that I'm being accused of saying, even on my worst day, are not in character of what I would ever say to anybody, even on my worst day. So it came from somewhere. So I really don't know where the lines cross.
I do got to hand it to her. The car ride confessions idea from the CrossFit Games was pretty good. The Harry Lightfoot one is so funny. I think that was a creative, fresh new idea, a little spin-off, carpool karaoke and the banter that they have on those. So well done, Lauren. If you guys want to check the one out with Harry Lightfoot, that's on her YouTube channel. I do believe she said she had several other athletes she did this with as well, so I would imagine those will be coming out soon. The Barbell Spin had JR Howell on their weekly Wednesday show this week to talk about all of the Crucible qualifier workouts, which have all been released.
Small, but I feel like I want to explain it because somebody out there is wondering.
Crash is going to be epic this year. It just keeps getting better every single year. JR breaks down all of the workouts, the creation of the workouts. You have until, I believe, Monday the 18th to finish the qualifiers. And the workout videos are on this YouTube channel as well. Sevan, JY, Bryson, and Taylor sat down for a CrossFit Games update show. I always enjoy these shows. They kind of recap every single event, how people place, what they expected people to do.
Fernandez, 27th. So at this point, these guys that maybe had a dream and a prayer, Feebig, Fernandez, Leahy, they're gone. Already
Leahy should have done the Sevan Matosian approach to workout one, where he just didn't try, because that workout fucked him up for the rest of the weekend.
That's the Sevan Matosian?
I know that Get With The Programming also did a men and women's leaderboard, talked about the athletes and who met their expectations, who fell short. Of course, I will link all those videos below for you. Now, Kill Taylor is today. Prize money is up to $2,500. Go turn on your notifications when you're done watching this video so that you don't miss that. And also be on the lookout on Instagram on the Real Sevan podcast for that workout in the morning. And finally, Move Max is now Wove Wax. I think it's like an alter ego thing. There's a lot of things I'm not tracking. Possibly a cultural difference. They're from France. And then EMF Training YouTube channel. I haven't really gone down that rabbit hole because everything in there is in French. Put out a podcast. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes with Malik, and the thumbnail's in English and the title's in English, but the whole podcast is in French. So I'm just curious, who is your audience exactly? Because the last time I checked, the larger majority of CrossFit affiliate owners, CrossFit media in the space who are likely wanting to consume this to then share it with CrossFitters speak English. I've gotten through about 5 minutes of it, and I thought it was interesting that they discussed Rich Froning at the very beginning of it and then clipped it and then actually started the podcast. And from the little bit I took away from that, they're basically saying that Rich Froning is a threat to CrossFit, and that if Rich Froning hired someone from CrossFit, it would be really, really bad for CrossFit.
If CrossFit doesn't make the right decisions, or at least doesn't talk with him, it's clear that he could compete very easily. He is adored, he's an extraordinary man, even the street bears his name. So yes, Rich Froning, basically, he is a man who can continue to guide the community and basically, yes, create a...
Do you think he could be a threat to CrossFit?
If CrossFit, today, I say CrossFit, it's 14,000 boxes. Let's say 14,000, 15,000 boxes can be affiliated with CrossFit today in the world. If Rich Froning says, I do education, I do the same thing as CrossFit in the Mayhem way, in the Rich Froning way, it's clear he might attract 30%. If he only attracts 20% of his affiliates, they become Mayhem. CrossFit will be heavily destabilized. You know, when you take an elephant and remove its leg, it falls, but from a height, it really gets hurt. If you take a fly and remove a small leg, you won't see anything at all. So today, Mayhem is a small structure that can really, really hurt an elephant. I admire Rich, and Rich can rust the community or kill it if he wants. I think he has that power, and he just needs to be accompanied by 2 or 3 people. If he hires someone from CrossFit, he could really do a lot of damage.
And then we just saw on IG that Austin Malleolo left CrossFit, and then he was just training at CrossFit Mayhem. So once I actually get through the entire podcast, reading 2 hours and 40 minutes of English subtitles, I'll update you guys on that.
That dense bitch?